Hey, good evening and welcome to the Utopian Cafe for Tuesday, December 7th, day 2 of the winter meetings in the Utopian Baseball Universe. Big news broke earlier today. We hinted that the Seattle Mariners had come to terms with a Hall of Fame pitcher yesterday. We ran out of time on the show, so we weren't able to share that yesterday. But the news coming out of Seattle is that the Seattle Mariners have inked Hall of Famer Rube Waddell to their roster. He's actually going to start on opening day for Lou Piniella's Seattle Mariners. This is the second straight year the Seattle Mariners have made a splash at starting pitcher in free agency. They signed Trevor Bauer last year in the offseason. We know how that worked out. This is going to be the Seattle Mariners' third different opening day starter in the history of the Utopian Baseball Universe. What's interesting is that their opponent on opening day, they're actually opening up at home against the Montreal Expos. The Montreal Expos signed their own Hall of Fame starting pitcher named Rube. Rube Marquardt is the newest starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos, and he will pitch on opening day for Montreal. So we're going to have Rube Waddell face Rube Marquardt on opening day as the Montreal Expos travel to Seattle to take on the Mariners on Friday, March 25th. Each team will be having their third opening day starting pitcher in the short history. The Mariners had Felix Hernandez, then Trevor Bauer, and now Rube Waddell. The Montreal Expos had Dennis Martinez, Steve Rogers last year, and now Rube Marquardt. So that is the big signing today, or signings in the Utopian Baseball Universe. Some other transactions that I'm seeing on the wire right now. The Boston Red Sox have come to terms with Tony Armas and Jackie Bradley Jr. to give Boston some depth in the outfield. Obviously, they're not going to be getting too many at-bats over Ted Williams and Jim Rice and Carl Yastrzemski and Manny Ramirez, but late in the season, we have a Labor Day doubleheader, so I can see those guys getting maybe a start that day. Pinch hitting, there's no DH in the Utopian Baseball Universe. Day game after night game, who knows? But Tony Armas and Jackie Bradley Jr. will be making their debuts for the Red Sox in 2022 in the Utopian Baseball Universe. Also, news out of the East Division is that the Yankees have signed Bill Dickey to catch for the Yankees. Obviously, you've got Yogi Berra and Thurman Munson on that roster. Berra's going to get most of the at-bats. But Bill Dickey, this is a former MVP, Hall of Fame type talent. So the Yankees get a little bit deeper at the catcher position, bringing in Bill Dickey. And the Braves, the rich get richer. They're going to bring in some young talent. They have called up and signed Dansby Swanson and Austin Riley. So Swanson and Riley are going to be making their debuts for a Braves team that has won both championships in the Utopian Baseball Universe since its inception in 2020, March of 2020. So those are the signings for today. We're going to keep updating you guys with signings throughout the offseason. If you're a fan specifically of a team, you are going to have say in some of the final roster spots, some of the opening day starting lineups. We're going to have polls like we did last year, but we're going to have more this year. So some of you will have say in who makes starting rotations, who starts on opening day, who makes the final rosters. The rosters were 33 players in 2020. I trimmed them down to 30 players last year. We're going to 40 in 2022. Every the traveling roster, if you will be 30 players. Each team will dress 25 every night, and then you'll have kind of a taxi squad of 10. If there's any injuries or prolonged slumps, teams will have the ability to swap out players once a month to accommodate for that. So just something different we're doing, kind of writing that into the storylines, if you will, for 2022. If you've been paying any attention in the last 6 to 8 months, tonight is the debut of my talk show, Having a Catch with Joey Buchholz. Tonight, I'll be having a catch with Dan Byrne, one of my favorite musicians. I've talked to him on camera 2 or 3 times now, just a great guy. He's going to sing a little bit for us, tell some stories. Really looking forward to tonight. That's at 9 Central tonight. Dan Byrne having a catch with me. And we've got actually every guest pretty much booked for season 1. And next week on the 14th, a week from tonight, we're going to have Gar Ryness, batting stance guy. And you'll see the promo that we filmed on Thursday night. So very much looking forward to these shows. That's coming your way tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, today's poll question that I just posted, I'm curious to find out if the idea of having fictional characters have roster spots in the Utopian Baseball Universe. Now, I'm not talking about having these characters, have huge impacts within the league. I'm not going to have Carmen Ron-Nazi from Bad News Bears Breaking Training, in the same rotation as Nolan Ryan. I'm not going to have, the kid from Little Big League managing, but, small doses, I was thinking, like Ricky Vaughn maybe making an appearance for the Guardians out of the bullpen. Maybe Crash Davis finally gets that shot to play at the highest level. My favorite character from any baseball movie, Cecil Stud Cantrell. The character in I think it was 1957 alluded in the movie that he had a chance to make the Cardinals, but had a bad break and lost that job to Stan Musial. I think it'd be fun to have Cantrell get some ABs for the Cardinals in a tight spot. So I want to hear what you guys think. If you like that idea, if you don't like that idea, the poll is up right now. I think the last time I checked, it was pretty close. About 60% like it, 40% don't. I think in the end, we'll probably end up doing something on like I said, a small scale. This year we have Labor Day double headers. So maybe at the end of the season, we feature a weekend where we feature some of these characters. And again, not everyone. We're not going to have, I've never even seen Sandlot. I know you'd probably be shocked by that, but I'm thinking about 6 to 8, maybe 10 iconic baseball characters. They don't even have to be from movies. They could be from poems or songs. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If it's an overwhelming no, we'll probably scrap it, but the small sample size I've seen says that this might be just a fun idea for a weekend. So we'll see. Okay, I just got a kind of a weird alert. Someone's watching me on YouTube. If you're watching, hi, welcome to the Utopian Cafe. It says Los Angeles Dodgers Improbable Podcast, thumbs up. So maybe this is another page watching. If you're on Facebook, join the group. It's Utopian Baseball Universe. This is a fictional league we run. Our off-season kicked off yesterday. We do a 32-team league, 156-game schedule. We simulate games daily by pulling box scores from the past. Our members pick those dates and we hit shuffle and present the results as if they're actually happening. So thank you for watching Los Angeles Dodgers page on YouTube. All right, so that's really all I have for tonight. Please join me tonight at 9 o'clock. That's about 3 hours and 20 minutes. And we're very excited to have Dan Byrne tonight for the debut episode of Having a Catch with Joey Buchholz. We'll see you later. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you a little later tonight.